Hey yo, future me, digital me, virtual me, non-melancholy me. I'm really starting to get my energon back. I think that's what they call it, energon crystals. Transformers. Um, let's try all the above. Cover some shit quick so I can experience some tangential thinking. I wrote stuff down. I'm doing that now so that I can blow through some whale holes. All right. I got the one last bite of my sandwich. I experienced that a lot. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes I'm able to power it down. I really kind of hate that. I don't know what else to say. So let's just leave it there. Again, I'm going to try and fit this in as many videos as I can. I am an asshole, at least sometimes. I mean, in person, not so much. Because in person, it's me being in person, so whatever. But here, it's me and a camera, so you're going to get kind of unvarnishedness. So if at some point you see me on the street, try and not be a dick, because I'm going to not be a dick to you. It's going to be much more personable, because we're in person. So there you go. Leave the nastiness where it belongs, on the internet. And in prayer. Yeah. I can't think of anything else I did not write down. So I just wanted to say, I love having a computer again, because the whole phones thing that I got written down. Foes, they're a bad thing. But phones, they were sucking for me, because it was really sucky for me to try and find what I call the rando videos on a home feed. They just kind of weren't coming in very well. They were really based on what I was watching. And, because of the nature of how a phone was, they were just, it was down one, or there were maybe a couple when it was held horizontally. And it was just like three up, and it was just, the screens are shit. So that's always been my my complaint, contention, whatever word you feel like using, shittiness about phones. Uh, it's just not enough vision, not enough exposure, not enough anything with phones to be able to interface with. And that's why I say phones suck in general. Unless, of course, you want to talk or text, then they're pretty much great. I've never used a phone for video chatting, though. So I would imagine they're pretty good for that too nowadays. I mean, they got cameras and stuff. And the forward-facing camera, I used that on that phone right there, and that phone's old as balls. So even that forward-facing camera is pretty good. It's not great, but it's pretty good. So if I wanted to do it with that phone, it would still be good. I haven't gotten. This is just a little bit of an aside. I haven't gotten to the getting the hot days ahead. Thank you, weather thing on the taskbar. That's nice. I haven't gotten to the video editor. God damn. Brainy no worky sometimes. Well, when you have epilepsy and you bang your head on the ground repeatedly in, I don't know, 35 to 70, maybe 100 times, 100 events, well, I think I'm doing pretty okay for that. So, that was just back fate that I'm not in one of those categories of epileptics where it's like, he has a seizure every day. He has a seizure every 10 minutes. It's like, oof. I hope that person's Medicaid ain't getting canceled, because somebody needs to move to Canada. Where they have really crappy communist healthcare. Yeah, sure. By the way, that was, if I was a normal person and I wasn't able to get on disability and all that stuff, I don't know, because I was working for a long time and it was sucky working with dealing with epilepsy. So, that was when that was through the years. I didn't have the best medication regimen, and then I finally did have a good regimen, the one that I had now, so I was still having occasional seizures. This is a tangent. earning minimum wage, by the way, but working at a gas station. So, finally at the last gas station where I worked for a long time. It was 5 years, 5 to 7, 8 years. Pretty much independent, but they owned like 5 gas stations or something. Thankfully, the one I worked at, the manager hated his job. So it was the best manager I ever worked with because he hated his job too. So it was like the best manager ever. Awesome guy to work for. We had an arrangement. He said, I hate customers. You take care of the customers. I will do everything else. I was like, deal. I hate doing everything else. I will take care of the customers. I will run the register. You do everything else. I got this covered. It was the only thing I actually liked doing, was taking care of the customers. So, dealio. Yep. And that's why I stayed there. Even though it was minimum wage, I was like, whatever. I mean, it's still a shit job, but working minimum wage, $7.25 in Wisconsin. But whatever. Then of course I got on disability because almost dying for the second time, cracking my head on the cement. Not bumper, but whatever. Thingy in the fucking gas station. Yeah, that'll do it. Almost dying working your ass off for minimum wage for a guy that owns a gas station just earning passive income. Minimum wage for a feudal lord. That is about time to call it. I was lucky not using a lawyer. It only took me 4 times. So why did you not use a lawyer? Because lawyers take 30% of the back pay. And I was like, fuck that. It's just filling out paperwork. Yep. That's that. And done and done. And good old, I blame the Republicans for this but periodically they make you justify why you're on it. But you have to not necessarily reapply, but be like, fill out some paperwork and stuff. The last time I had to go to do that, I was saying some shit at the office, and all the people that were there sitting there just in the middle of that looked behind me, and they were all laughing. Because everybody knows Everybody there knows what they got to do and the bullshit of it, and they're just like, yeah, I know. It's like, they know. They know it's bullshit. Like every 3 years. I mean, for almost everyone, it's total bullshit. I mean, sometimes disabilities can go away depending on the disability, but most of the time they only give you disability if it's like a permanent disability, and it's just like it's epilepsy. As far as I know, there is no cure for epilepsy. And sometimes I do keep up with that, and there are newer, better treatments that come along that are exciting, especially for really severe epilepsy that can take it from, severe or really severe. They can take it down one category, which is really good for those people that have those levels of severity. They can bring it down so that, you don't have it every few minutes, and you take it down to like maybe one a day, which makes it so that maybe you can just function just a little bit. That's good. We're at that point where they can put electrodes in your head to make it block out a little bit. So it's like, all right, that's an exciting advance. I like when that stuff comes along, but not quite at the level where I know enough about the brain to be like, can do anything about me, because if they think they can, I'm not going to be the hero that you test on, motherfuckers. Somebody else is going to have to volunteer for that shit, because it ain't going to be me. Because I'm almost certain that motherfucker, that hero that they test on, if they test on 15 or 20, someone is going to get really fucked up. Fucked up in a bad way. And I don't want to get fucked up in a bad way. Especially if it's like $1 billion pharma corporation or some shit like that. And we're sure it'll work. We have the data to be like, it's probably going to work. Is it? How much do you stand to make if it works? Not much, only $1 billion. Really? Yeah, okay. Who are you testing on? Oh, just these people. They look like they're all brown from Guatemala. So, I'm sure you're really convinced it's going to work. They're not all pretty white girls from that gated rich community, are they? So I don't think I'm buying it. Why don't you test on all of Elon Musk's kids? You do that, I might be a little more convinced that your fucking shit will work. Test on all billionaires' kids. The first fucking iteration of your technology. Only billionaires' kids, and I might be just a little bit more convinced in your assuredness that it's gonna fucking work. So I got off on a tirade before I hit my last thing here. The phones will be gone soon. I think I talked about this before. Maybe not on this new channel, which will attempt to suck money from the world. Everybody in the world give me 1/100th of a penny, please. And that will be mm, 8 billion, 8/10 of a penny, 8/100th of a penny. Shit, I'm losing my mind here. I don't know. Sometimes when I try to do mental math, my brain says, "Yeah, I don't like doing math. I don't like doing that kind of math. Why don't you just think about cats for a minute?" No. Puppies. Oh, wow. Those are cute. You know what I like? I don't like labradoodles. I like those. What are they? Beagles mixed with like terriers. Oh, those are so cute. It's like Fraser's dad's dog. Oh, those are just excellent. I think it's like $8 million. Anyways, um, yeah, the phones will be gone soon. Uh, so my contention, my is that the right usage of that word? I don't know. I keep saying it. I think it is, but maybe it isn't. My assertion. There we go. I'm pretty damn sure that one's right. Is that they'll be gone soon because I'm pretty sure, based on other videos, I'm going to call videos research because, why read papers when there's videos out there? I don't like reading. I like the old Greek method when they were in Lyceum. I don't know if that's the plural form. Lyceums and forums and stuff like that of lectures. Um, I just like doing that and not taking notes because it's better. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, yeah, go fuck yourself. I think something better is coming. Something like, um, you know, will be, but um, not altered reality, augmented reality. Glasses. I want to get me some of them sons of bitches. I just have zero flex funds for something like that, which is okay because, we need 10,000 people buying them in order to encourage the next generation. So maybe by the time I have enough money to buy them, a better generation of those will be out and they'll be cheaper. Oof. Which would be nice if I could buy a cheaper next generation of them. It'd also be nice if tariffs. Just say tariffs are gone. How about there's negative tariffs? I guess that's subsidies, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Do we have something called negative tariffs? Tariffs that aren't called subsidies? I don't know. Yeah, I just think phones will be gone soon because phones are clunky, even though they're trying to make, and they're getting increasingly popular, um, fold phones. And I think it was a Chinese company that tried to make a trifold phone, and it kind of flopped because of essentially design flaws. It caused it to it was fucked up. And would fold out into essentially a tablet. But the mobile platform in general, I think, is evolving into something like augmented reality glasses. Something like that. They've been trying to make that work for a while, but I'm getting more and more optimistic that the public is getting ready to switch, shift, move away from phones, or allow the phone to be I guess it would be the processing hub for the phone, for the glasses, so that you can just have um, the phone be where the actual processing power is, and then it would relay it to the phones. Of course, that has a lot of, is somebody gonna hack into your feed and make you see fucked up shit? Probably, because fucking crazy people are out there. Well, crazy people and just people that want to make you just see shit, or maybe even just see another advertisement. Which brings me to my advertisement. You can save money on your I mean, you know, whatever. You can save money on you're string that twirls by switching to that pen sitting on my desk. All you have to do is send me okay, $500. That's what I need to incorporate my LLC. Where am I? I don't know. Why don't you open your Bible and divine it? God will tell you. Since you're never going to send me the $500 anyway, I might as well just offend you anyways. So, two birds, one stone. I don't know if that's two birds, but I might as well just piss somebody off while I'm at it, since nobody's going to watch the video. That doesn't matter. No editing of any kind, so nobody cares. Once I have editing, these videos will be looking a teensy bit better, but not very much, because I'm going to suck for a decent amount of time. So it's just going to be me. The title was going to be, shit, I forgot. I should have said it right at the beginning. Join me in the void. I forgot to say it right at the beginning. Sorry. But isn't it good when you have to wait a long time for the title of the video or the episode or the movie or the blah book? Does anyone read still? Ugh, lots of people. Lots of people read still. Over 1 million people in the world read still. Long form, I'm talking about. Not just like a headline in an online newspaper. Join me in the void. Huh? There is a little bit of an echo in here. Not very much, but a little bit. There would be more if I removed even more shit from here. I mean, I pretty much have nothing. Everything's pretty much necessary except for those baseball cards that are sitting over there. They're next to the microwave in that wooden thing that my dad made. It's a wooden thing with slots in it, and there's just baseball cards and old X-Men cards. That's right. 93, 94 edition X-Men cards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You remember that X-Men. Yeah. The good X-Men. You know, not any X-Men that came after it. You know, I like the movies, by the way. The trilogy. The trilogy and First Class, Days of Future Past. Those were good. There's probably another one that was good. Maybe one of the Wolverines was good. I had a DVD of No, I had a DVD of Days of Future Past, and I have Apocalypse on Voodoo, which Apocalypse was huge disappointment, and I can't. Even though I love, it's somewhere approximating love. I mean, plus or minus. Well, mainly in the love to minus range. The original X-Men trilogy. Yes, it's tangent time. Original. I love the X-Men trilogy. Basically, there are some things that I don't like about it. Basically, because it diverges from the X-Men cartoons of the 90s. And before anybody says anything, I don't read comics or manga. And if there are shows, cartoons, or anime based off manga or comics, I don't, whatever. Yeah, I don't. It's all right for you to be like, it doesn't follow the blah, blah, blah. I just, whatever. I like, I don't read manga and comics, so I like what I like, and usually, essentially, just whatever. It's going to be the first thing, the first iteration of video format that I watch, because why would I watch a fantasy fiction superhero thing? Why would I bother with that in reading it for him. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like you're telling me I got to read a book to do something. That would be way cooler. I mean, that'd be like reading a book for Star Trek. Like, sure, whatever. Or Star Wars. And, I like Star Wars 1 through 6. And I like that other one. I can't remember it. Other than those, I don't really. I think personally, you got to watch Star Wars and Star Trek with kind of two different mindsets. Personally, once you do that, you can appreciate them. So like, you can't be like, I like this one more than this one. It's like they're two different beasts, basically. I personally do like Star Trek more, but once you understand that Star Wars attempts to do something totally different, then I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. And a video once was saying this, and I totally agree with it. Star Trek essentially does not really translate to the big screen. And I was like, yes, you are right about that. They tried to make it work, and it just pretty much does not translate. Maybe the old version, TOS, the original series, which I have never seen, basically. I've seen clips and stuff. I don't want to see it. I think that might do one of two things: make me really like it, or make me go, God, this is horrible. And I'm afraid that it might make me go, damn, I was right. This sucks ass. So I'd rather just let it be in that mystery box. Because I've seen clips of it now. It's just like, ooh, um, I don't know. This is this is a little bit Atari, and I have, it's like, ooh, Atari, yikes. Nintendo's weird. Nintendo, yeah, that was the first one that fucked it up. But Atari, yeah. I know people that like really love Atari games. I'll go back to them, and I'm like, yeah, that's technically a video game, but you know, sure, that's a video game in the sense that Pong is a video game. I know I piss people off with that too. If again anybody watches this some bitch. And it's probably because more or less Nintendo was, I mean, the first video games I played were Atari, but you know, the first ones that made ye olde balls tingle were definitely Nintendo games. The true first love. And you remember your true first love. You always do. She always stays with you. Oh, shitballs. 40 minutes again. Fuck. I can just barely every time, just barely catch my eye moving back down from looking at the camera. Oh. Again, 41 minutes. You know. That's right. Yeah. All right. So it's fucking 1:30. It's freaking hot in here. I really need to I guess lay in front of the fan because I have the fan in that area going, and I got both the ceiling fans going, and I've had that all the time happening, and my electric bill is not insane, and I'm pretty damn sure that if I had the AC going all the time, it would be like $20, $30, $40 more. So, and sitting in front of the fan, even though it's this hot, I only have to do that, once, twice, thrice, and I'm pretty much good during the hot periods of the day. So that's pretty much what I do. And I think I need to do that because, damn, and I've yammered into this freaking thing long enough. Covered enough garbage that I can jam up another whatever gigabytes of YouTube server space and screw over the Earth's ecosystem enough and take up. I sure hope somebody watches this because I like screwing over 40 plus minutes of somebody's life and hopefully pissing them off. I mean, it's just a figure of speech. I am hoping to help somebody with something, but realistically, that's not happening. Twirl, you freaking string. Do it. There you go, buddy. Yes, freedom. It's the small things in life that you really got to be appreciative of. Oh boy. I mean, you have billions of dollars, and once you do, you can't take stock of the simple things like taking your Ferraris and just letting them crash into each other. Why? Because you have two Ferraris. Fucking hire 2 ICE agents and, you know, tell them your Ferraris were stolen by Mexicans and hide them in your neighbor's garage. Why? Just because. Because you're a douchebag, and let them search the entire neighborhood. And then, once they're as far away as possible, put them back in your garage or your driveway or something. Wait for them to come back and be like, they're there. We found your cars. Put them like out in the street or something. We found your cars. And be like, what do you mean? We found your cars. They were right there the whole time. What are you talking about? You reported them missing. No, I didn't. Are you insane? You must be taking insanity pills. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't do nothing. You're a billionaire. You can fuck with anyone you want. Just do it. Like, you made the ICE agents. I mean, this is great. You made it happen. You can fucking send them on a goose chase, waste their time. They won't do anything to you. Like, they're conservative. You support them. Like, their minds will be going insane. Like, why did he do this? I don't know. Did he? I don't. Am I? I don't know. What the fuck? The whole next 3 days will be. I don't know. Did I not eat today? You'll be questioning everything, and you'll be getting a great laugh. Tomorrow you'll have to fire 500 people from a factory that you own in Malaysia. But, you know, hey, it was good, you know. Why'd you do it? Because you have billions of dollars. All right. It's fan time. Oh, so many boobs in the world. How do you choose two? Boobs. Boobs.